People are complaining that something's up, or rather down, at Kennywood. The park's open, but a lot of the rides are closed.
It comes as summer is drawing to a close, and John Shumway is live with more. John.
Yeah, the park describes this as kind of the perfect storm. They always have an occasional mechanical problem, and at the end of the year, they always have problems with staffing. Well, recently on social media, you might have noticed patrons of the park have been complaining that quite a few rides have been closed at the same time. Riding the Skyrocket at Kennywood live or with virtual reality is a real thrill when it's running. But a mechanical issue, a major part breaking, has chilled the Skyrocket's afterburners until the piece can be manufactured in Europe. And there's Thomas, who took to the rails with great fanfare only to have its journey derailed by a track problem, which has since been repaired.
And now we're waiting for the state of Pennsylvania, Department of Agriculture, to give us the approval to open up the ride.
Ironically, it's Thomas's debut in late July that has boosted the late season crowds.
We're getting our biggest crowds during the time of the year when traditionally we have the smallest amount of employees.
Which is by far the biggest problem patrons have been complaining about on social media.
We have rides that are closed, okay, because of some of the labor challenges.
It's become more difficult to keep young people on the staff as they are being pulled by other interests in a number of directions. For safety reasons, a minimum number of employees are needed to operate each ride, and there's no wiggle room.
We try to rotate some of the rides. If a ride's closed in the morning, it may open up a little bit later on. We'll have staggered openings of that.
While the drained lagoon is unsightly, it's waterless for construction of the park's new roller coaster, which opens next year. But the park isn't waiting till then to solve its current issues. Hiring is ongoing.
We're evaluating everything that we can, everything from compensation to what other type of incentives.
And they're listening closely to the complaints of the patrons.
Anything we can do to keep them happy. If we have to give them tickets to come back, we'll follow, make an adjustment, we'll do whatever we can.
You know, there is a lot of pride here at Kennywood, and no one's more upset about this than the staff at Kennywood. They want to get these problems solved, and for good reason. While they've got 3 weekends left in the summer schedule, if you will, wrapping up in mid-September, almost immediately they're going into Fright Nights after that, and then after that, the holidays. So there's good reason to solve these problems and do it quickly to minimize the inconvenience to the patrons, which is what they want to do. Live at Kennywood, John Shumway, KDKA-TV News.